You've probably seen Dakota Routh everywhere on social media. But what you haven't seen is this. Today, we're pulling up behind the scenes, live and direct in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Nicholas Papp, and we're going beyond the social posts to find out what Dakota's really building, who he's helping, and why his name keeps showing up in the high-level world. Let's get into this, and this is going to be good. So Dakota, it's great to be here in the studio with you.
Good to see
I've
you,
been
man.
trying to organize an interview with you for a long time.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you just keep blowing up. So what's this all about? You're becoming this big social media sensation now. And, how'd that all happen?
Glory to God, man. If I'm being transparent, it's all I'm doing is what God put me on path to do. And my goal is just to help as many people as possible, focus on helping them, and the rest will take care of itself.
Well, what are your big channels now? You've got Facebook, YouTube. What's kicking it the biggest for you right now?
YouTube is massive. We have 2 YouTube channels. One that focuses on my brand. It's got 22,000 subscribers.
That you mean your personal brand?
Yeah. And then we have
22,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then we have our business brand, which is agency support for HighLevel, and that has probably 12,000 subscribers. It's growing. We're having a lot of fun. Each channel posts a little bit different, so kind of they play off of each other a little bit.
Now, how do you manage all this? We're going to get into it. You have some big companies, and then you're pushing all of this content.
Yeah.
So how are you pushing out all this content?
It's a lot of stress.
You got a big team for that, right? You got a big content team?
I have a massive team, yeah.
I've seen your team when I was in the Philippines. So tell us a little bit how are you incorporating a content team into your plan?
Well, so we have a pretty big team, almost 100 people. We're approaching 100. We have different departments. We have a creatives department. Their job solely is on anything creatives. This is websites, graphics, funnels, video editing, AI generated videos, all of that kind of stuff. We also have a social media management team within that team. And so that team essentially has 3 departments. And that's their job, is to not only manage our social media effectively, but also to manage it for our clients as well.
Yeah, and I think you told me earlier that you might even be rolling out a new service in this area coming soon. So we'll definitely be on top of that.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask you, I asked a lot of people, and I think for you, this is going to be pretty easy. I mean, I think you're former military, right? You were in the
10
military.
years.
In what, Marine Corps?
I was in the Army.
In the Army.
Yeah.
And, when you're in public service, military service like this, you really get in touch with your values. And I think one of the reasons why your content and you're becoming such a big sensation is that some of your values sort of flow through to your content. So, what are your big values? What do you value most in your life that we're seeing, that we should be seeing in your content?
Oh, that's a great question. I like this question a lot. First and foremost is God. And it hasn't
Your
always
faith,
been.
right?
It hasn't
Your
always
faith.
been that way.
Yeah.
I made a lot of mistakes in my life and wasn't always close to God. And as I started to put more and more faith in Him and the path, and started trusting the journey that He wanted me to go on, and then everything else just kind of fell into place. Second would be my family. Do all this for God and my family.
You're married, and I know I've met you. You have a daughter. How many children do you have?
2 daughters.
2 daughters.
One lives in Seattle. She's 22. One lives here in Las Vegas. She's 17. Married, 25 years. Gosh,
Lovely wife.
25
Lovely
years.
wife.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Very happy. And just doing what we do.
Well, and I think also, I know you're also very dedicated to education. I know you
100%.
Education not only for yourself, investment in your children, and also in the people that you serve every day, right? And through your coaching and the work that you do with your high-level agency. So, I mean, I tell you, it's incredible when the people are really in touch with their values, because then it really lets things shine, and the people can really attach to that. And I think that's one of the things, like I said, with your content that's really starting to show is the values coming through.
I appreciate that.
So, so you were formerly ClickFunnels, right? You came from ClickFunnels into HighLevel.
I did, yeah. I came from ClickFunnels. I was the poster child for duct taping everything together.
Up on the stage with Russell, getting the big awards.
We never made it on stage, but I do have an award. Yes.
Well, you're on the stage here with HighLevel now, right? With what kind of? I saw you at the award ceremony. Which awards you get? The SaaSpreneur Award.
Most recently, we got another SaaSpreneur Award. We got an affiliate award. Actually, technically, we got 2 affiliate awards. And then, of course, we already have another SaaSpreneur Award from there. So I think we have 4 now.
Well, so, for those of the people watching who only see you on social media, they don't really know what it is that you're doing and what you're offering to the community. I mean, I would say it sort of puts in 2 buckets, right? You've got support services, right? White label support.
Yeah.
And also onboarding. I mean, that's a very key thing that I think a lot of the customers really want is the onboarding, setting up their new clients.
Yeah.
That's a very easy thing to let somebody else take care of, right?
It's time consuming for people who don't understand it. It's not so time consuming for us because we've been doing it it's one of the things we've been doing the longest. We had to take over our own onboarding about 5 years ago. And so it took us a good solid year to figure that out before we had a good grasp on it. And then over time it's just evolved, and now it's white labeled and part of our process.
Well, I mean, I think that as I look at some of your plans, and I think you just changed the plans up a little bit.
We did.
A couple of months ago.
Yeah, September.
And, and onboarding seems to be maybe an even bigger component of each plan, when you go from one plan to the next plan.
Yeah.
It's the onboardings that are really starting to, have a big impact in that plan.
It is a very fast-growing department within our organization.
And then lastly, when you go to your highest plan, I noticed now you're even doing the done-for-you service for the client.
Yeah.
So how's that working, Dakota? I'm a little bit curious. Like, what does that mean? I'm the agency owner. Yeah. I have one of my sub-accounts, one of my clients in the sub-account. I'm, in your plan, I think that's the unlimited plan, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, okay, take care of everything for him, Dakota. Is that what it's like, or what are the boundaries? What are the boundaries on this one?
You're getting most of it. You're beating right around it. So basically, it works like this, right? So I think when we first launched, we did the typical done with you support that every support company in the HighLevel community offers. This is similar to HighLevel support. Like if you as an agency owner went into HighLevel and you started talking to them, they're not going to do anything for you. Right? They're going to coach you through it. Like,
tell you how to do it.
Go here,
right?
do
They
that.
just tell you how to do it.
Correct. It's still you as the agency owner's job to go in and do that. Now, we as agency owners, that's what we got in bed for. We started HighLevel because we knew that we would probably have to do that kind of stuff. So we chalk it up, we do it. Sub-accounts aren't always the case, right? Imagine you have an HVAC guy whose whole life he's been installing air conditioners, right? And he goes out and starts an HVAC company. Do you think he's going to take time at the end of his day to build workflows?
So what are you just going to build out all the workflows for that kind of business? Like
100%.
If the guy got all different kind of business, you load up whatever snapshot you need to put in. You just
100%.
take care of everything.
Yep, it's designed to be 100%
how's that going?
done.
You've been doing that for how long now? Like a couple months now you've been delivering that service?
So about 60 days, yes.
Yeah, so how's that going? What's the...
Phenomenal.
What do you mean phenomenal? The customers are loving it? They're loving it?
That service alone required us to add 30 team members. It's that popular. It's our most popular plan in the last 2 months.
So you said you got, I think you told me earlier right now you're supporting about 400 agencies right now with your support company, agency support. This one is supporting 400 agencies. Probably maybe by the end of the year you might hit 500. That you got a couple hundred employees, right? You told me about a couple hundred employees. That about 15,000 sub-accounts that you're supporting already.
It's in that ballpark, yeah.
So you kind of know what you're doing, right? Like,
a little bit.
You kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And what are you open 24/7? You don't close over there? It's
we close 2 days a year, Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Christmas and New Year's Eve. Okay.
Got to give people time to spend time.
Most of the people are starting to slow down. You getting customer from all over the world or only from the U.S.? How's it working like that?
We have a pretty steady mix. I would say majority of our customers are in the U.S., and then next in line is going to be Canada and the UK. And then third in line is going to be Australia.
Okay, wow. So one of the things that I see, is that the people, come in different ways. They could be a big agency and they just need to change from wherever they were before, or, they're growing and they want to start to add on more resources. or they're just starting in the beginning and they need to have some support way in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I see you actually helping a lot of people down at that end of the scale too, Dakota, with your coaching program, which I think is included in all the plans.
It is.
But you can also even just start only with the coaching, which at a very reasonable rate. I think it's only like less than $100 a month.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. The plan, the whole idea there is like, if we can help an agency owner continuously grow, not just through support and onboarding and providing all that tech kind of stuff, but also giving them tips along the way of the mistakes that we made, right? And how to avoid them and how to run around them, then they're going to continue to grow and they're going to stay with us. On the other end of the spectrum, if they're not ready for support, we don't want to force them down that. We don't want to force them into something that they're not ready for. So let's start them out with coaching, right? Our goal, like we don't make a ton of money on coaching. That's not what we're in the business
Somebody
for.
could be in coaching for 6-7 months before they even have their first paying client because they're just learning things, right?
Yeah. And then other people will go into coaching and then a month later they have 4 or 5 clients.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It just depends. Each person's going to be different because it depends on their model. Like, are they the ones selling it? Are they a go-getter? Are they waiting to launch till everything's perfect? That kind of thing.
Well, the feedback I'm hearing is very positive about your coaching.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So as you get to have people coming into the coaching program, a lot of people are coming into this new online world and, they're coming in with big dreams.
Okay.
And I'm sure you're seeing a lot of the people coming in with their dreams, and they probably tell you what are their dreams as they start to get on this journey with you. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious, what are some of the dreams that you're seeing? And what some of them that you could share? Don't give any names, of course, but what kind of things are you seeing people being attracted to with HighLevel?
Ooh, I would say if we're going to kind of classify it, then time and financial freedom is the biggest one. With the introduction of COVID 5 years ago, a lot of people got furloughed, a lot of people worked from home, things of that nature. They started falling in love with that remote environment. And HighLevel allows them to kind of start doing that as a lifetime, as a lifestyle.
You mean moving as things sort of move from the real world offline into the online
space? Yeah,
you're seeing like a lot of people having dreams, wanting to, like a lot of people maybe have dream to open a business, right? Yeah. And maybe they want to go to like a shopping mall or something, strip mall. They're going to open a business in the strip mall or something like that, okay, in an office place. But now they're doing it online, right?
Correct.
And they have the dream of opening the business online, and you're sort of helping them do that with HighLevel, right?
Absolutely. They're trying to get away from that traditional 9 to 5 and the traditional brick and mortar, like opening up a building inside of a retail shop and so forth, where you have high rent, high payroll, and transitioning it to an online space because it's now more acceptable. With the introduction of things like AI and online marketing and social media, working from home or working remotely has become much easier.
Yeah. And I mean, some of the people are even doing that as a second job, right? Like as to supplement their income. But I think it's just one of these things with these dreams, it's very special. And I'm glad that you're helping the people on that journey. Yeah. Okay. Because for everyone, it's very different. And, they're able to just sort of take it to the next level with HighLevel. Somebody else once told me, Dakota, I'm curious if you would agree that with HighLevel is one of these things where you can turn your digital creativity into reality.
100%. Absolutely.
And, we started talking in the beginning about you being a creator. I'm a content creator. That's all I do, make content, right? Yeah. And you have a team, make content because you understand the value of content, right? Mm-hmm. And that's all driven by creativity. And, a lot of creators now are starting to come to HighLevel and they're trying to find out, what they can do with it, and I think ultimately it's one of those things where it's going to help you to achieve your dreams. So, we can't have a talk and not talk about AI, okay? So what's your take on the whole AI thing right now, Dakota? I'm going to, we can drill down a little bit. Big picture, what's your take on the AI?
Wow, we could spend hours talking about this one. I think when it comes to AI, you have the community that's kind of broken into different sectors. Okay, you've got your old school sector who's just like, no, I don't want anything to do with AI. I'm not talking to an AI, and so forth. What what they don't understand is those are the same people where their parents back in the 90s are like, the internet's never going to be a thing. Like, there's no way I'm going to talk on my phone and take it with me. Now they're all carrying around cell phones.
Well,
and messing on the
maybe
internet.
they're going to be left behind.
Well, what will happen is it'll get to a point where they have no choice. They'll eventually be interacting with AI every single day.
And it will just become so easy they won't even notice it sometimes,
Or become numb to it, one of the two. Then you have your second sector who's started to, from a consumer standpoint, accept that AI, and they're okay with it. It's like they have mixed feelings. Like, they're not necessarily upset about it, but they're not necessarily happy about it. They just kind of go about it. And then you have the sector who are similar to the high level space, where they've started to adopt it and adapt to it. These are your early adopters, right? The ones that are starting to embrace and running and creating entire businesses around it. That are into, these are like the people who got into crypto when crypto first launched, 20 years ago.
Well, you think it's hype? You think they're getting into the hype? Or,
I don't think it's hype at all. I think it's
okay.
I think
because a lot of people say this AI stuff is hype.
Nah, it's not hype at all. It's just, it's adapting faster than we can.
I think
imagine.
this AI. We talked a little bit about the dreams before. This AI going to help you to achieve your dream a lot faster.
100%. Yeah.
And I think your coach. You're talking to a lot of your coaching. How are you talking to them about the AI? What are you telling them to start embracing it, learning this? You teaching it already? Like, how's that coming into how's that impacting your delivery of your services?
It's 50% of what we coach.
50% now.
Mm-hmm. We have 2 live coaching sessions each week.
What, like for the voice and chat? They want to know how to use those ones?
Most people, that's initially what they're going to. The smart ones are the ones that think outside of the box, right? Because if you got 80% of your AI adopters going into voice and conversational, well, there's a whole piece that other people are forgetting about, right? AI can build websites. AI can build social media. AI can manage social media. AI can manage your day. It can be a virtual assistant. Like, there's a whole nother arena inside AI that people aren't talking about as much.
For answering the comments.
Google reviews, Facebook reviews, all of that kind of stuff. So,
I mean, there's a lot, and it's almost as if, like, are you thinking about maybe starting in your company just like the AI department? Like,
we have an AI department now.
You already have an AI department.
Yeah, we had to start that months ago.
Yeah, I mean, and like, who works in the AI department? Are they all like developers? Or because one of the things I'm starting to see is, we talk about the creators, right? Yeah. That the creators are actually pretty good at actually programming the AI.
We call them prompt engineers.
Prompt engineers. Yeah. So you got a few prompt engineers over there?
We do, yeah. So I mean, when you hear the term developer, traditionally you think of a guy who's going to be sitting behind a computer writing code,
right?
That's not what we consider a developer in the AI space. These are people who understand how the AI works, how the AI thinks, what prompts are going to get it to do the most accurate things, what kind of triggers and workflows to attach to it, things of that nature.
Let me ask you, because I ask a lot of people this, and I'm not getting a very good answer. So let's see if you get a good answer from you. Where are you finding staff to be able to put into the AI department? Okay, where are you finding people already trained, or like how are you having to train them yourself? And what like there's a staffing gap here.
There is.
Okay, so
a huge staffing gap.
What can you say about the staffing gap, and how are you addressing it?
So here's the thing. We've tried hiring other reps that have experience in this department. And what we find is that often they have bad habits that we have a hard time breaking. Like, they're writing the wrong prompts. They're not receptive to coaching and things of that nature. We've gotten to the point where we breed them internally. So we have an internship that we do 3 times a year now, 45 days. Our goal is to find somebody who has no high-level experience or very, very minimal high-level experience. We take them through a 45-day internship. 40% of them don't make it. The 60% that do, some of them get offered jobs with us. Some of them do not. The ones that do not get a certificate that they can take out into the world and go
what
get
do you
jobs
look for
else.
if you're not looking for high-level skills already? Then what kind of things are you looking for? Are you looking for like something in their personality, or you're looking for any particular character traits? What are you looking for to put somebody in an internship like that? They will succeed.
The most sought after skill is how receptive they are to coaching. If they realize they're going to make mistakes, they realize that they don't have the answers, they're going to stumble, and then they allow us to coach them to get better. I'll take that all day long.
versus somebody who maybe like think they know everything,
Yeah.
and then they want to argue with you when you're trying to
100%.
go. That's not going to succeed for you. Right?
Now, granted, we want people who give us ideas, but we don't want people who are so set in their ways that they're not open to coaching. Like
Yeah.
one of the ways we grow is we let the team tell us what we can get better at. We let our clients tell us what we can get better at, right? So we're also receptive to coaching, right? But at the same time, we need the team member to be receptive there so that we can coach them to become better at what.
Well, I was watching you in action with your team when I was in Manila. You
really?
may not have noticed that I was watching you in action, but I mean, it was hard to miss. You had such a big team there that, and I know that a lot of them were, supporting you in your attendance in the event, and also like just attending the event. Okay. And then also getting training from you on the side. I was training my team over there too. It's, these are great things. So I see you're going international too now, Dakota, right? You go from social media sensation, these big companies getting all these awards and, working with the AI coaching, now going international. Okay. So how's that feeling going international? I mean, I think you've been, three international trips already this year?
I have 2 more.
Many stages. Everybody want you to be on the stage.
Yeah.
So
going to El Salvador next month.
What's the magic?
The magic?
Yeah, what's the magic?
Like the magic as far as how do I get them, or how?
I don't know. Like it's all just coming together, right? It's just you're doing God's work, right?
I'm doing what God put me on path for, and I say that so freely because it was when I fully just understood that like this is the direction that I'm being told to go, and I started embracing it, and stopped trying to embrace what I felt like I wanted to do. Then doors just started opening.
Well, I will tell you, I talk to a lot of people in this community. Okay, some of them they come on talks like this. Some of them we don't. We still talk.
Yeah.
And I met a number of people who are inspired in the same exact way. Okay, they know that they have a bigger calling, that they have talents, and that their talents are being they need to share them.
Yeah.
Okay, to have a positive impact on the world. So. Clearly you're having a positive impact for 15,000 sub-accounts and, almost 400 agencies, maybe 500 by the end of the year.
500 by the end of the year. That's the goal.
And, big team, open 24/7. I don't know if you can push it any harder. Okay. So I really want to congratulate you very much, Dakota. I think you, your team, all doing great work. So for the people who want to find out more, I think you can just go to ghlcentral.com/Dakota to get all of the information about what services he has in terms of white label support, onboarding, and for the coaching.
Yeah.
And I guess you'll soon be rolling out the social media, right?
We are starting a new brand, and it's going to launch in approximately 2 weeks.
So that would be maybe coming out maybe around like Black Friday, right? You think you're going to
right before Black
Friday? Have some Black Friday deals?
We're shooting for the I think it's the 17th of November. The idea, so if we go backwards in time to April of 2020, that's when we launched. That's when we found HighLevel. We came from a background that understood sales, that understood marketing, it understood how to get a lead, how to close a lead, and so forth. And we still struggled with HighLevel. We still struggled for 6 months. Like we failed miserably, right? And it wasn't until we took a step back and we had to repackage it that we started figuring things out. And then even along the way over the last 5.5 years.
Even sometimes you pivot, decide which way you want to go.
100%.
It's not like, I went that way and then I decided, well, let me go this way instead.
And there's things we've tried.
That happens to everyone.
There's things we've tried even today that we're like, that didn't work, right? Let's try something different. So what we decided to do was like, let's look at all the different avenues. As our business continues to grow, let's look at all the different avenues that we struggled with, that we needed help with, that we needed to figure out, and see if we can find a cost-affordable option for agencies that are just starting out so they can start implementing those things into their world.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, listen, I think you're doing everything right, okay? Sometimes I've had some people, you've been sharing that phrase, hey, you're doing everything right. And, it feels good, doesn't it, to hear that there's somebody telling you you're doing everything right.
Yeah.
You got a lot of good content. You're delivering some good services. Your visibility definitely increasing. And, hopefully you're making more money too. So I want to thank you very much for coming in and chatting with me, Dakota.
Well, thanks, man.
And I think I just want to give you one last opportunity to just share with the audience some inspiring words for them as they start to think about moving forward with HighLevel at whatever stage they are, especially knowing now that the AI layer is on top.
Yeah.
What kind of inspiring words could you give as we close out the show?
So I have two, if that's okay. The first one is number one, pick a niche. Okay. And you're going to hear a lot of different topics about that specific category, but do pick a niche.
And fast.
Okay? And pick a niche fast. Yeah. Because, and then go into that niche, right?
All in.
Don't get deterred and start looking at other things to bring in. Oh, I can also do this. Find one problem within that niche that you can solve and find a solution that involves HighLevel or your services to solve that problem. Okay? And then number two is, and this goes, if you've ever spent any amount of time on social media, this will make sense because you hear it from anybody and everybody out there, whoever preaches. You're going to fall down, right? And it's very, very easy for when you're down and you're on the ground going, damn, that failed, right? That didn't work, right? To think about giving up. Like, oh, I'm running out of money.
Never quit.
I'm running out of money.
Never
Should
quit.
I go back to my job? I don't have any room on my credit cards. It's been 6 months and I
Never
only have
quit.
one client.
That's the word. Never quit.
Never quit. Get back up and pivot. Figure out, okay, what went wrong? What happened to trigger me to fall down? And once you figure that out, stop doing that. Do something different. And you're probably going to fall down again. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try again. Because you might be one failure, one fall down from really hitting it out of park, which is what we did, right? Like, we got to a point where we, in a month, took 22 demos and sold nothing. And we could have given up, okay? But we didn't. We pivoted, we repackaged, we hit the market, and we figured out what worked. And you're that close, so don't give up.
Yeah, for sure. Never quit. That was the first thing somebody told me when I first got into HighLevel. They said, look, just remember this one. Never quit.
Never.
And I haven't quit yet.
I love it.
Anyway, thank you very much.
My pleasure, my man. Thank you.